Hiya. God morgon. Hey gumman. Good morning. How are you all? I have Elin this morning. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And we've not had the easiest night. But actually, we got a couple of good hours this morning. So I thought I could share a little bit about what it takes to keep Elin asleep, or rather get her back to sleep whenever she wakes up, because she does a lot. You do, don't you, sweetheart? Yes. Yes, you do. So the first struggle of the night is to get Elin to go to sleep. Hi. First struggle of the night is to get Elin to go to sleep, and that's not easy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hi. I'm gonna eat your ear. It's so cute. So, when Elin was little, I used to rock her to sleep in my arms. And then put her down, and then she would wake up, and then I would pick her up and I would rock her to sleep in my arms. And then I would put her down and she would wake up. You hear where this is going, right? So now, because she's really quite big now, what I try to do is get her to go to sleep lying down. And, well, we are struggling a bit because what position do we put her in? It is always a side lying position for Elin, because she can't really sleep on her front because she gets her arms here and she gets stuck and things. And if she sleeps on her back, it triggers her Moro reflex, which is this falling reflex that newborn babies have. And she hasn't grown out of that, which is part of her brain. I'm telling them. It's part of her brain injuries, and she will probably keep that reflex her entire life, considering that she's 9 and she still has it. So she needs to sleep on her side. And it used to be that her preference was to sleep on her left before this hip gave her all that trouble that she had with the dislocated hip and then the hip surgery. So she's now less comfortable on her left, although she's starting to learn to sleep on her left again, which is good, because sleeping only in one position all the time is no good. She can't roll by herself. That's right. But she can get herself over onto her back, which she doesn't like. But then once she's there, she can't get back into a position she wants to be in. So she wakes up. No, sorry, we are putting her to sleep. So I put her in a nice relaxed position. Make sure she's lying well, and then she starts. And she's not comfortable. She's not happy. She's very tense. She works herself up. She starts crying. And so much of putting her to sleep at night is, for me, about holding her arms forward so she can't do this and then do this, and help her relax. I mean, hear a lot and sort of vibrate her or rock her a bit to break the tension in this joint when I'm putting her to sleep. Several times in an evening, I probably turn her over to try and help her get comfortable. So I will take the knee pad out from her sleep system. I would roll her. Oh, let's move this one now. I don't think you need it right now. And then lift her back in between her lateral supports in her sleep system and put the knee pad back. And then she's facing this way instead. And I'm here. And I'm patting her back. And I'm humming. And I'm shushing. And I'm singing. Or we're listening to an audiobook. And we spend an hour here at least, almost every night, trying to get her to settle. Yes, we do, don't we? Yeah. And then she settles, she goes to sleep. I draw a sigh of relief, I go to bed, and a couple of hours later I hear, "Ah!" but much louder. I come downstairs and I find Elin like this and screaming. Don't I? Yes. And then we start again. And we settle you again. And that takes time again. So, very often my tablet is here and I have a playlist of calm music that I turn on for her to listen to, or I play something on the echo unit and just, ay. Do you want to sit up? Yeah, I think you do. Oh, the morning reflux. Morning has broken, reflux is starting. Oh. Let's get gravity's help. Oh. Oh. And of course this reflux isn't helping her either, because the reflux is actually quite painful. So if she's refluxy at night, then that's going to wake her up a lot too. Oh. Hey! And then we have times like we had in the early hours of this morning, where she had woken up and I'd come downstairs and I was trying to settle her for ages. And how did that go, Elin? It didn't go very well at all, did it? No. I think I spent an hour and a half lying here, humming Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, humming Somewhere Over the Rainbow, turning on the music, shushing, patting, turning, rocking, getting quite frustrated. And of course, if I'm worked up and frustrated, then that's not really going to help her relax now, is it? Is it? No. Hey, you're having a seizure. Let's wait this one out. Okay. Okay, I've got you. I've got you. I've got you. That's a big one. That's a big seizure. Hello? Hi. Well, I think you could all see that one. That was not one of her little mild questioning whether that was a seizure or not. That was quite a big one. Yeah. I didn't count how long it lasted. No. And post-seizure vomiting. Or at least gagging, post-seizure gagging. Oi, 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 oi. Wow. That was interesting. Okay. Okay. Here's a waterproof mattress protector. Okay. There you are. I've got you. I've got you. Where was I? Yes. Early hours of this morning trying to get her to go back to sleep. And I was getting really quite worked up and frustrated. So in the end, I gave myself a break from her. I needed to walk away and breathe for a few minutes. So I turned on the fairy lights. I put her in a half-seated position, still on her side but head higher up, put her music on, walked out of the room and went to my bedroom for a bit. And the next thing I know is I woke up an hour later and Elin was silent and sleeping. I wish that worked all the time, but it really doesn't, because it's extremely rare for this madam to settle herself to sleep. But she actually did this morning. Yeah, you did. And then she slept for another 2.5 hours, which I think is good and I think she needed, because she has been looking very tired. Yeah. She's still looking quite tired, but I think she's in pretty good mood despite that seizure. Oh. Morning, Snuggles. So it isn't easy to always stay calm and quiet and relaxing at night. It helps, it obviously helps if I keep reminding myself that she's not doing this to be a pain in the arse and that she needs help to relax, that she doesn't know how to relax by herself and she needs somebody to demonstrate that for her. Oi, 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 oi. Can we not start this again? I thought we managed to deal with it yesterday. But we managed to deal with all of this yesterday. She had a very difficult day with reflux in the morning yesterday, and it wasn't actually until the afternoon that her stomach was properly settled and doing what we needed it to do. No. Yes, so for me to stay relaxed by remembering that she's not doing this deliberately, she's not trying to be a pain in the proverbial, and that it's probably even more difficult for her. Those kinds of thoughts are really, really helpful. But yeah, there are times when I am literally snapping, oh, Elin, just go to sleep! And it is when I find myself doing that I know that I'm not doing her or myself any favours whatsoever. And that's where I was in the early hours of this morning and why I needed to take a break from her. And the funny thing is that as soon as I did, she relaxed. So I think that she's very good at reading me and my physical and emotional tension. She's a non-verbal child, right? So reading the non-verbal cues, the physical cues, the emotional cues are our main communication style with Elin. And now I think it's time to get up. I think it's time for you to sit in your chair for a bit and we let gravity help with this reflux. Yeah. Gravity is our friend, isn't it? Yeah. Hi. And one of the things I love is when she's waking up and is chatty, the way she was at the start of this vlog when she's going, yeah. Yeah, you're saying good morning. Good morning. Is it time to get up now, you're saying? Mm-hmm. Oh. You've got a little grumbly tummy. Mm-hmm. We need to get some water into it and get it started for the day. And of course there comes a whole evening routine into play before I'm even lying down next to her and trying to help her to relax. There's a whole evening routine going on with her evening medicines and brushing her teeth and setting the scene for it being night time with lowered lights and calm music. I use music so much with Elin because it really is her favourite thing. Always want to have music on, don't you? Yeah. Yes, you do. Audiobooks are good for when we want just a little bit of variety, but we always come back to music. Yes. Okay. So definitely let me get her up. I need to check her pad and see if she needs changing straight away or if she needs changing in a bit. She very often wakes up dry, actually. And we don't need to change the pad very first thing we do. She has a toilet seat at her dad's. We can't put a toilet seat in here, so I can't let her eliminate on the toilet. But we can definitely get up and get going. So, shall we? Yes? Oh. Oh, you are very wet. You are actually wet through, so I definitely need to change your pad and your trousers. Yeah? Well, let's do that with some music! So I'll sign off here and take care of my girl and get our day started. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.